anyway, so we've talked about the passing of the torch. We've talked about these young quarterbacks. I can tell you one guy that is not part of the new generation is Daniel Jones out of Duke, because I don't think he's gonna last past his rookie contract for the New York Giants.
I'll remember this, because if he does end up winning them a Super Bowl, I'm gonna rip him on this for a long time.
Oh yeah, this will be my Mel Kirk 4-12 prediction. So
great, now I'm labeled. This is a thing now.
Would you pull a Mel Kirk? Yeah.
But anyway, so also what happened this weekend was Eli Manning, Giants, of course, longtime quarterback, 16 years in the league, retired. He finished his career with a 1-17 and 1-17 record, which people are saying is a negative. But of course, he was on some very good teams. He was on some very bad teams. The highlights: 2 Super Bowl wins against the Patriots, 2 Super Bowl MVPs. Retires 7th on the all-time passing yards and passing touchdowns list, and of course 216 consecutive starts. My question for you guys is, because there's a lot of controversy, there's people this is one of the most polarizing guys I've seen when it comes to this discussion. Is Eli going to be a Hall of Famer or not? Not necessarily first ballot or anything like that. Will he make the NFL Hall of Fame? Mel, I'm going to start with you.
I say yes, he will make the Hall of Fame, and it's by no means going to be first ballot, but I do think the 2 Super Bowls, the 2 Super Bowl MVPs. Are there any players that have 2 Super Bowls and 2 Super Bowl MVPs that are not Hall of Famers?
No, currently no.
I just think that's going to lock it up for him. That's my prediction.
Yeah, Lee, what about you? I know you hate talking about positively about the Giants, but
think here. What do I want to say about Eli Manning? What do I want to say?
Mind you, Eli, by the way,
Giants quarterback.
The Eagles were Eli's kryptonite. Eli finished 10-22 in his career against the Philadelphia Eagles.
Some devastating losses. I spoke about one last week, Mel, which was December 19th, 2010. Now, if you want to know why I know that date, it's the day after my wedding, and that was Miracle at the Meadowlands 2. Deshaun Jackson ran back in the last minute. Ray loves when I bring this up. He loved it. Listen, honestly, bias aside, he must be in the Hall of Fame. And here's why. What Mel just said, 2 Super Bowl MVPs, 2 Super Bowls against the evil empire. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. And we have to remember here, stats aside, and stats are not horrendous. There's more about the person, about, there's more character stuff that goes into this decision too. It's not just how you played the game.
He was also a Walter Payton Man of the Year a few years ago, 2016.
He has always been an ambassador. He has always, just like his brother, class. Like I said, he was a very hard guy to hate in Philadelphia. All right. And I'm saying that as probably his greatest opponent. I think that's fair in terms of the Eagles, Ray. He must be in the Hall of Fame. Again, might not be first ballot. Okay.
Yeah.
But I can't believe I'm saying this. I don't want to be in a world where he's not in the Hall of Fame. Does that make sense? And I don't understand. I don't understand the controversy. I don't understand why people don't see this. I equate it again. I'm a hockey guy. It's like Eric Lindros to me, right? He's in the Hall of Fame. Never won a Stanley Cup, but he was one of the most dominant athletes of his time. Like, that was controversial for people, but it was a no-brainer once it came up. Like, this guy's got to be in the Hall of Fame. I feel the same way about Eli Manning. He will be in the Hall of Fame. He deserves to be in the Hall of Fame. And then I never have to hear about him ever again.
It's a controversy because it's a New York media market. They need something to talk about. Like, they're not in the Super Bowl. They suck. Yeah.
Talk about Daniel Jones out of Duke.
Yeah, Daniel Jones out of Duke will not be a Hall of Famer.
Coordinators are, famous.
Yeah, no,
you guys play the Cowboys next year. Those games are going to be fun.
Oh gosh, yeah, things do not look good in Giant Land.
No, listen, don't count them out, Ray. Somebody knows what they're doing, or they don't.
I don't think they do. I don't think they do. I want to let the Giants know, though. My phone is always on. I am available to take over the reins as GM at any given moment. I am happy to move back home and leave Los Angeles to take over the New York Giants GM duties, because goodness knows anybody could do it, I think, at this point, and probably do a better job. But we will see. We will see. But yes, to go back to the topic at hand.
You predict better than Mel. We know that.
Yes.
Hey, anything can happen, Ray. Let me tell you. Make a bad, good prediction. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. Well, I mean, funny enough, the Giants went 4-12 this year, which so maybe Mel, you were just channeling the Giants with your prediction.
Pushing it over there.
Yeah, exactly. You because I think yeah. Well, we were only a couple of seats down at PAX. Maybe it just had leapfrogged Gordon and just settled on my Giants.
Hey, come on, Guardians.
Yes, the XFL Guardians. Got to root for the New York Guardians in the XFL. That's what we're hopeful for now. But yeah, again, to echo all here, guys' points. Eli, I don't believe he's first ballot Hall of Fame. Well, depending on when the strength of the class, like what year, because it'll be 5 years from now. I don't believe he'll be first ballot, but I do believe he'll be a Hall of Famer. I mean, again, guys who have had worse records, who have had worse stats, but who have a Super Bowl win, who have a Super Bowl MVP, and he's got 2 of them. Typically in the NFL, if you win and you're a key figure in your team winning, you end up getting in. Terry Bradshaw had more interceptions than touchdowns, I believe, in his career. But Terry Bradshaw obviously led the Pittsburgh Steelers to 4 Super Bowls, and he got a couple of MVPs out of that. Bradshaw, obviously, Hall of Fame quarterback. Nobody would argue that. So, because the fact that Eli led the Giants during one of their high points that led to 2 Super Bowls, and arguably would have been 3 had Plaxico Burress not shot himself in the leg because he's a moron. You'd probably I think that gives Eli the edge. And again, also like Lee said, great guy, tremendous ambassador for the game. He was a 2016 Walter Payton Man of the Year. They don't just give those out, folks.
Ray, I got one for you.
Yeah.
You'll love this. Will Eli beat Tom Brady into the Hall of Fame? For the hat trick. That's a good question.
Wow.
Yeah, because depending on when Tom retires.
Yeah, that's it's a fair question. Or will they go in together? That would be funny as hell if they go in together.
That would be funny if they went in to get to the same class together.
I would love to hear those speeches.
But Brady's got 3 years, so he's 45. That's what he says he wants to play till.
He wants to play till he's 45. So that would give Eli a 3-year window of getting into the Hall of Fame before Tom.
I'm calling that joke now. One of them will make that joke.
Guaranteed. So that would be fun. Because Tom tweeted as soon as he heard, he's like, congratulations, Eli's a tremendous guy, amazing football player. I really wish you didn't win any Super Bowls, though.
Yeah, that was good.
That was very good. So, yeah, obviously it shows a sense of awareness. I will say that if Tom plays till he's 45 and gives Eli like that 3-year head start, I say Eli beats Tom Brady. If Tom ends up retiring, if nobody signs Tom Brady this year, and Tom Brady changes his mind and retires this year,
he won't.
Well,
he's not going anywhere.
Yeah,
he's
I'm going to say Eli beats Tom Brady.
Here's the best case scenario: they get inducted the same year, but Eli gets to give his speech first.
Actually, that's what they would do. They would purposely do that because you'd want Tom Brady obviously giving his speech. He'd be the headliner of that Hall of Fame class.
Eli's opening for Tom.
Yeah,
the opener.
You know what? That would be fair. That would be fine. I would accept it.
Yes, I am okay with that.